our image should not keep it. It is not compulsory. Any of you are not interested, they can leave in 2 minutes, in 2 minutes time. Mohan Krishna, come forward front. We don't tolerate it because one resource person is coming from Chennai. Lot of efforts are there. Don't take carelessly. There is time for everything. We encourage sometimes we have to enforce discipline. How many total people are there, madam? Excuse me, madam. Make a head count. Don't allow in between moving, no. If any have any problem, use washroom or anything now itself. Till the resource person goes out, you should not keep moving. Signatures in online. In the 87, you can lock the door. Okay, please.
So first of all, a very good morning to one and all. I am really very honored to invite all of you to the certificate course on Conopana Shiksha, the industry-oriented program that is conducted by Narayana Institute and conducted by Jayaprakash sir. And I'd like to, it is very interesting to know that sir is by NISM approved trainer and stock market trainer by DFSI. And so first of all, we are going to start the program, and I would like to invite Assistant HOD sir, Vidyasagar sir, onto the dais, please. Dr. R. Vani ma'am, the HOD of Master of Business Administration of Narayana Institute. I request our Dean Kangineni Dhananjay sir to honor the dais. I request M. Jayaprakash sir, the resource person here, to honor the dais. So now we are going to have a prayer by Bhargavi and Lavanya from Senior MBA. program. First of all, I would like to invite the Vidyasagar sir to speak some words. So, I would like to invite Dr. R. Vani ma'am to speak some words about the program.
Who is the approved brand of National Institution of Securities Markets. We come from our partner, Professor Dawud. Our department individually, just as my colleague friends and dear students, very good morning. IOC industry-oriented course is also in our curriculum. Means according to our curriculum, we have to conduct this program. It's very important. The topic is very important. Financial education is very useful in our regular lives and also in our career. In this course, sir clearly covers. So, what is the importance of investment? How to find the investment opportunities? How to invest in primary and secondary markets? And what are the career opportunities in securities market? Because finance is plays very important role in each and every field today. So that's why this concept selected by our dean sir. It's a very important to all. Please concentrate and choose the skills of our resource person. So sir is excellent and trained professor in regarding these financial activities. So I hope you utilize this opportunity and improve your skills in financial education. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your visionary guidance, ma'am. So now I would like to invite our dean, Daniel Dhanujay sir, to speak some words about the program.
Good morning, student friends. I said good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So, I know that you are exhausted in the past 1 week or so, but still, because of various time schedules, and also we have some academic calendar to follow. So, very important course from after a lot of effort, we could get Jayprakash sir. నేను ఈ విక్రమ్ సింపుల్ యూనివర్సిటీలో చూశాను. It's great. Even VC madam has opened the inaugural function. That is a type of importance given to that. So you don't know the background efforts of getting Jayprakash sir, of lot of convincing him. ఇప్పుడు ఎంతో మంది రిసోర్స్ పర్సన్స్ ఉంటారు. There are so many, but we select a particular person because of his industry expertise. Sir has worked in corporate stock broking, IFCA financial service, and different various stock broking, that is corporate industrial exposure. Then they will be able to connect with you, tell the real inside stories of stock markets. How right now a lot of things are going on, like Adani controversy. So there are so many things that they can share only when you are willing. If you are not willing, nobody can. Yes, there is a regular example. We can take horse to the water. We can't make it sound of. We can't make it drink. So మీరు రెడీగా ఉంటే ఇంకొక కొటేషన్ ఉంటుంది. Whenever the student is ready, the teacher appears. I think Jayprakash sir is the teacher who is appearing for us. There are a lot of enthusiastic students in the finance area, and also this is a must-have knowledge for any MBA student. Many people think that the stock market is something we should not care about, or we are least bothered. We are studying some other thing. The stock market is being studied by 10th class people. If you go to Gujarat and all these things, no, because we are having highest turnover, more of this will be. I don't want to take the matter being discussed by Jay Prakash sir. So I particularly wanted Jay Prakash sir because many people approached me, but the type of expertise we need is because he conducts industry programs also. For stock brokers, how to trade, how to use technical analysis. This is not an academic. The advantage with stock market is you can daily observe what is happening and relate with your subject. You can, it is a sort of feedback mechanism. Whether what you are thinking is correct or not, whether it is validated by the market, you can see regularly. So, I am very much thankful for Jay Prakash sir because yesterday night only he traveled from Vizag. Again, morning he said, I will come in the car, but due to this huge travel, we are able to reach this. And even myself, I traveled from here to Coimbatore, from Coimbatore to here by 8 a.m. in the morning. So that is the sort of efforts we are making to make you more, student success is our motto. Student outcomes, student experiences. We are conducting so many events in budget analysis and all these things. That's why I designate myself as CEO. What is the expansion of CEO? And I don't want to steal more time from Jay Prakash's sessions. Thank you very much. I request all of you to make notes liberally, that is strictly followed, because there will be quiz at the end of the session. People who pass is only, they will be getting that SEBI-NISM certificate, valuable government certified this thing, certification. Because I have seen in other universities also. That's why I followed up rigorously with Jay Prakash sir for the past 1.5 months. I kept it a secret because whether we get that slot or not, we don't know. That's why I didn't disclose till this program is over. Okay. Thank you. With your loud applause, I welcome.
I would like to invite Jay Prakash sir to take the class and start the class.
Happy morning to all. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Okay. See, basically, first of all, I like to thank our dean, Dhananjay sir, for organizing and giving a permission to get such a course for the benefit of the students. Okay. I'll tell you, I'll just take 5 minutes in the beginning, then we will take the entire 2 days, right? I know Narayana Engineering College only through LinkedIn, and I'll put it that way. Okay. So when I say LinkedIn, it has to be specifically from the postings which has been made by Dhananjay sir very frequently, and many times I will see the different type of activities which is happening in an MBA college. So that is the, I am so proud to see such a messages, maybe like the sir said, I've been visiting multiple colleges as well as the corporates. I know what is the gap between the industry and the institution. Okay, and probably we know the reasons for why the gap is arising. So those kind of gaps should be filled only by activities, and I can able to such those activities is being conducted at ER campus. Okay. For example, maybe recently what you did. Okay, when I was hearing about the National Management Fest, honestly speaking, I know that a lot of colleges are conducting the national level, the international level conferences just for the namesake. Right? So when I say hardly 1 or 2 participants will come and they call it like national. But when I'm hearing 900 participants Okay, coming to the answer, it is not an ordinary task. Okay, I'm not appraising just for the sake of it, but I'm just telling honestly because I'm visiting multiple colleges. Right? So, and maybe like recently I saw the again the LinkedIn page. Okay, when I say LinkedIn page, I'm not seeing purposefully. I'm honestly I'm getting a notification from Dhananjay sir because that's the kind of visit the likes which he has in the LinkedIn page when you had budget live session, a lot of such activities. Okay, so I need to thank, and again as sir said, okay, the moment I posted a message about this Kona Siksha program, which is being conducted at one college in southern part of Tamil Nadu, okay, you won't find he is the person who immediately calls me, I think in the month of December, yes, in the month of November end or in the month of December, he said, okay, I want this program to be conducted at our campus for the benefit of the students, okay, and that will be only for you.
No sir, pardon me brother. I want this program to be conducted by Jay Prakash sir.
That's what I'm saying. Conducted with me, that's the specific point that he has given, okay, because I tell you, to talk about this program, so basically like, I don't know, the moment you saw the budget, even the finance minister was talking about the more focus on the financial education, right? Rather I put it like this, I know, maybe like to go on a little practical side, sir was talking about a 10-year student, a 10th standard students is knowing about the markets. And then my native is Sivagasi. Okay, you all know the name. Famous for? Fantastic, okay. So we call it like Kuti Japan. So mini Japan. So the city is called as mini Japan. So which means, okay, it is always active to some extent and many businesses which are happening. As far as stock market is concerned, you all know graph sheet. Graph sheet. Have you used it? For what purpose? To draw charts. So tell me honestly, for what purpose we have used it? I want to know the purpose. When did you use that? 9th, 10th standard? Right? Maybe like, sorry to say this, maybe to score 10 marks. After that we haven't touched that. So if you are using it for chart, probably you should use it for data representations and you would have come out with a lot of graphs many times. But we are not using that. So we have touched that for scoring 10 marks. Maybe that graph sheet has changed my life. Maybe that is the reason I am here today. I'll tell you why. When I am studying 9th standard, okay, one of my neighbor's kid, okay, aged about 8 years old, which means studying 3rd standard. Okay, one fine day morning, the kid was holding a bunch of graph sheet. What do you think? The moment you saw a kid and aged about 8 years old holding a bunch of graph sheet, if you are in that position, what do you think? So scribbling something, doing a paper racket, right? So drawing something or using it as a cut-off sheet. I also used to, since being a student by the time, I also thought the same manner. The second day, the moment I see the same kid holding a bunch of graph sheet, okay, the moment I went near to the kid, I shocked. When I say shocked, the kid was holding not only the graph sheet, the kid was holding also the newspaper. Maybe the day, at that point of time, how I thought was, maybe that this is my thought process by the time, an English newspaper. Because even I don't know the name of the newspaper by the time, because I was studying 9th standard. Now I can say that, okay, business line, right? Or today what you get, Economic Times, Financial Express, whatever it is. Any guess what a kid might have done? Holding a graph sheet and a newspaper. Okay, a kid used to draw a graph, take 10 company prices, each company prices for each individual sheet, draw the graph. Now you know, sir, what is called as technical analysis, right? An 8-year-old kid started drawing a graph not only drawing the graph, whenever now you can able to visualize, whenever the graph comes down, started going up, the kid called the father, informed them to take a decision to buy the stock. And whenever the graph goes up, again started calling, inform her father to sell the stock. So imagine, okay, now maybe like since he is a neighbor to me, even he advised me, saying that okay, and I tell you a lot of stories, the real incidents which has happened, how the market is functioning in the next 2 days, right? So he advised me saying that okay, you have surplus money, why not you get interest? Probably like you all know, okay, your entire faculty knows, being a student, you won't listen to anybody, right? So even I was, but the moment I come to MBA, right, when I saw okay, like what kind of specialization which I can take, the moment I saw there is a paper called Indian Capital Market, something has hit on my head. What? A graph sheet. So I thought on that particular day, if an 8-year-old kid with a graph sheet can do wonders in the market, when I complete a specialization on Indian Capital Market, I hope I can able to do wonders. That was my thought process in the year 2002. Right? I think that has been proven today, right? So that where I am traveling in this industry for the past 2 decades, right? So this is the importance of financial markets. Now to take care, maybe like I got inspired because of the graph sheet. Now NISM wants to inspire many students today so that they are organizing this kind of programs, 2 days programs for the needy peoples. When I say needy, like final year students are the outgoing students where you can learn the entire intricacies and the concepts of the financial market, what is needed for not only an employment. Maybe I'll tell this. You would have heard of something called 3-in-1 account. Right? Now I call this as 3-in-1 skill. The moment you learn financial market, right, this skill is going to be used for your employment. This skill which you can help you to get an entrepreneurship. This skill which is going to be the most important skill, which is a life skill. Right? So the all 3 skills, life skill, employment skill and the entrepreneurship skill can be acquired. I hope I can bet on this only by learning the financial markets. Right? I can bet none other course can give you this kind of an exposure. So with that, okay, we have to thank both NISM as well as Kotak Securities, okay, who create such an opportunity to reach the concept to the students like you. Right? Again, once again, I thank the management, the HOD, AHOD, and all the faculty members and the interested students, okay, for participating in this program or arranging such a program. Okay, we'll be speaking a lot. Nice. Thank you a lot.
Thank you, sir. In fact, sir has been training not only students, the stock brokers, and the CP continued professional examination, professional education, I think. Continuing professional education by SEBI. ఇప్పుడు ఈ NISM ఏంటంటే మీరు ఒక మొబైల్ షాప్ ఓపెన్ చేయాలనుకోండి. మీ దగ్గర ఏం కావాలి? లైసెన్స్. B-Farms సర్టిఫికేట్ కావాలి. ఓకే. అలాగే మీరు స్టాక్ బ్రోకింగ్ కానీ, ఫైనాన్షియల్ సర్వీసెస్ కానీ, మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్స్ కానీ, బ్యాంక్స్ కానీ, ఎనీ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఫైనాన్షియల్ సర్వీసెస్, there is a mandatory NISM certification. All these things that's why SAR has addressed training in different stock brokers and traders how to trade. Normally we don't know because we are in the text, we tell only what is in the textbook, but when you trade, your money is involved, skin in the game. I can keep on advising on the TV, but when you put your money on the table, put your money on the market, then your mind will become like a, it behaves differently. Sir will explain the war stories, how he traded, how he has seen people trade, because he is in the stock broking industry, what type of investors he has seen, traders he has seen, day traders, speculators, gamblers, maybe he will explain more on that. And I think our students have forgot to use the profile of it. So I request Arika to read the profile. It's better late than never.
Mr. Young Jayaprakash sir is an eminent public speaker who talks about financial advisory, training, interview preparation, corporate training, career development coaching. With a passion towards financial market, enriching the knowledge and sharing his experience to the investors and potential marketing participants. Sir is an approved trainer for NISM CPE courses such as equity derivatives, securities operation and risk management for NSC. His expertise is in technical analysis. Mr. M. Jayaprakash sir is a director of MQ Academy since 6 years in Chennai. Sir was Vice President in Ambalal Shares and Stocks Private Limited for 2 years. It's our privilege to have such an eminent personality today with us to share his knowledge and experience. Thank you, sir.
So what we will do is now we will go into the audience. I request the volunteers to remove this arrangement, and we will after 5 minutes sir will take over. In the meanwhile, whenever we are having any urgent nature or something like that, we just do that. Otherwise, once the sir starts, you please maintain discipline. I request all the faculty to sit at the back and maintain who is not having classes. If you have any urgent, you can attend. Any water or something like that. Please keep that board also here. Please arrange white board so that we can discuss. Get the board from outside. Come on, don't. Okay. Get the board from outside. Please keep. Come on. You both again normally. And it takes which are more than get markers and the duster. Jagdish, arrange this. all of you keep noting down, okay, because there is an exam end of the session tomorrow evening. Because in our course exam and marks compulsory grades, yes, Japan. Here is Venkatesh. You are the coordinator for this course. Okay. You will get an additional certificate also. There is a student coordinator for from NISM, not from me. You choose to జాగ్రత్తగా అందులో లోపలికి వెళ్ళే లోపలికి వెళ్ళే మూలకి ఇక్కడ ముందుగా స్టూడెంట్ కోఆర్డినేటర్ కనపడకుండా చూసుకుంటారు. Very confusion, bring to my notice. So here we will get a certificate for student coordinator for the college also, because our college is conducting this. So now all of you sit comfortably, but not too comfortably. So that it disturbs the whole class. Okay? It will be comfortable, but not too comfortable. Now, as in the interest of time, I request, I have hand over to Jay Prakash sir. Sir, you can move around and I need not say the things, but if any requirement is there, our faculty will be there in the back seat. They will take care of it, and that's how we can.
So, very good morning once again. So before we get into the session, so I hope your college has a lot of rules, right? In general, right? So I have some rules to play with. Okay, so let's have a clear understanding between you and me. Then we will go for the session, right? So basically, like if you look at rule number 1 is, if you want to speak, right? Only with me. You got the point? If you want to speak, if you want to open your mouth, and if any word is coming out of your mouth, that has to only to me, not to your neighbor. I'll tell you the reason why. Okay? So I hope in your school days, okay, the moment you start talking to your neighbor, that is the barrier for your growth. I'll tell you why. Right? I hope you will agree to it. So many a time in your school days, whenever your faculty asking question, right? You know the answer, you will communicate the answer to your friend. Faculty will keep on asking what is the answer, no one will open your mouth. Finally, when the faculty member started giving the answer, now you call your friend, see, I told you no. Right? This will happen many times. Number 2, most of the times you communicate your answer to your friend, and your friend will get a good name, right? So who's growing? The person who doesn't know the answer is growing. Do you want that kind of growth? So now you agree? The moment you stop, okay? So like now I'll put it this. What is success from the management perspective? How do you define success? There are a lot of definitions, but still, from the management perspective, how do you define success? You have seen a lot of quotes, right? Have you seen such a quote like doing right thing at a right time right? This is what it means. When anybody asks question, you know the right answer, But if you are not communicating the right answer in the moment, not to the right person, your success is getting stopped. Right? So we are going to follow the rule number 1. So the rule number 1 is you have to speak only to me, not to your neighbors for the next, okay, till tomorrow evening, as long as we are having the session. Number 2. Okay? So you got this? If you are going to speak, okay, I will stop speaking. The moment if I see somebody is speaking, I will not take this session. I will stop. So which means if I am silent, now the entire crowd knows somebody is speaking. Rule number 3. Okay, take notes. Okay, I have seen, okay, the beginning maybe like is fine. So keep your notes and pen always open. When I say, as long as you keep your pen open, you will be active. You will be active. So take any word which you are hearing it for the first time. Just write it down. Okay? Or any meaning which you are getting it in a different angle or a different perspective, just take a note of it. I'll tell you, whatever the rule which I said, this is not for my growth, these are all for your growth. Clear? Understand? Shall we go? Right? Good. Fine. Now, so the session is going to be more of interactive. I'm not going to teach you, I'm going to facilitate you. Okay? I'll be asking more questions. I want you to think. And don't worry whether the answer is right or the answer is wrong. So let it be anything. Okay? But I need an answer from the audience. I need an answer from all of you. Okay? Now tell me, what do you think? Why do you think this course is important? Maybe I'm not talking about the course, I'm not talking about what are the contents. By looking at the content, okay, by looking at the title, okay, the financial education, right? Why do you think, first of all, do you think is it needed? Okay, your colleague says, Dhananjay sir says, okay, our NISM says, okay, they are organizing the program. Okay, do you think? Why? I need an answer. Why? Why do you think this program is needed for you? I am not talking about importance. Tell me some reasons. To gain knowledge and skills about the stock market and the financial markets. Fine. My question is why? Again, by knowing something, what is the benefit? To make better future, better career. Fantastic. Why do you want to make a better career?
Please get up. Please get up and ask.
Okay, and one more thing. Forgot to tell you. I don't know any of your names. No, I don't want the complete introduction line by line. Maybe if I could be able to remember, okay, by tomorrow evening, and I am speaking to Dhananjay sir, I know your student name list is this. How do I know? When you respond to the answers. So by the time you are giving me the answer, stand up, tell your name, and go with an answer. So your name gets registered in my mind. Clear? So, fine.
Sir, myself Giri from second year. Sir, nowadays MBA students are very much in job market, but every MBA student don't have stock market knowledge. If we have stock market knowledge, automatically we get jobs in investment banking and any financial institutions.
Fantastic. Okay. So, applause. So the moment I heard the word, okay, so like you see, job is fine. Now when he talks about the Giri, right? So Giri is talking about investment banking. Okay, so which means, so he knows where to go. Right? Good. Fine. So if you want to participate in investment banking, obviously you need. So for a better career. Good. Nice. Thank you. Any other points? Any other points? Apart from the career. I gave you the hint in the beginning itself, more than that.
So again, we have some money in our hand. We give to someone, but it don't give return, sir. But we have some knowledge about stock market. We invest in stock market, sir.
So this is for investment purpose. So fantastic, right? Nice. So again, my question is, why do we need to invest? To get a profit. So why? Why do we need to make profits? Your name. So keep your name and your answer.
Get profits and high.
My question is, why do you want to get profits? Keep asking why. To earn more money, by earning more money, what is that you are going to achieve? See, my question is, by earning more money, what is that you are going to achieve? Success. Okay, fine, superb. So Kirtana, Giri, then anybody else? Good. Okay. Maybe I'll ask you a question like this. Good. You want to say something? Okay. If you want to say something, yes. Your name?
Sir, my name is Sarkar.
It's on only.
My name is Sarkar, sir.
Akash, yeah.
Sir, if we invest in stock market, we can gain more knowledge as well as how the graphs is going on ups and downs. We know that.
Super. Okay, fine. See, good. See, basically, like we can define or we can work on 3 questions. So the 3 questions which are more important is why. The second question is what. And the third is fantastic. So I appreciate your understanding. So what we are doing here is many a time we are learning what and how. We never understood the purpose of or the having a less understanding on why. Okay, if you could able to understand the reverse, if you could able to understand why first, then you will automatically get the interest on what and how. Okay, so let me put it this way. Maybe like if I am going to categorize your life stages, okay, for any human being, how many life stages for any human being? From the birth to till the end, last moment. How many stages? 3. What are those? Childhood, adulthood, old age. Fine. All are agree? Any other answers other than 3? No, other than 3. So 4. You are saying 4. Infant, teen, adult, childhood. Okay, fine. Anything else? Okay, fine, good. Okay, now maybe I will categorize the 3 stages, but in a different way. The first stage 1, from your birth till you complete your education. From your birth till you complete your education. Stage 2, the moment you start your the moment you start your career till you retire. So which means approximately 0 to 25 is the stage 1. 25, maybe I am taking little longer, right? So 25 to 60. And the third stage is about 60 to, we do not know. Right? So people, pluses live up to 100. But on an average, if you look at, so 75, 78, 80. So the average medical record is 78 to 80. Okay? Now, out of these 3 stages, which stage you like? How many of you like stage 1? Please raise your hands. I don't want the chorus answer. Please raise your hands. Okay. Stage 2. Fine. Stage 3. So I said only 3 stages. So which means we are not ready to think. See, I got only response from 30 people. But we have a strength of more than 100. So 70 people are not even bothered, right? So the 70% of the crowd, sir, I am going for different stage. After, okay, then I want like that stage. That's what I can understand. Is that the answer? Or before birth? Either of these. See, I said only 3. Okay, good. Now, so those who like stage 1, why? Why do you like stage 1? Give me some reasons. No? Or just like that we raise the hands?
My name is S. Krishna. Actually, I like stage 1 because a learner is always a learner.
Fantastic.
And if a person starts learning, he will continue to learn till his death.
Great. So when it comes to the learning concept, it is absolutely fine. But I am talking about life. Can you continuously be in the college till 80? Or the educations?
Actually, education is not only when you go to school or something. A person can learn from anything, from anywhere.
Good. Okay. Fine. So now we have to categorize. So maybe like some people have a perception. Okay. You didn't ask me questions. So the moment I ask the questions like which stage you like, probably we need to think of the perspective. So which parameter is going to decide? Probably when in terms of being liberal, without any stress, right? No commitments, enjoying the life, probably the stage 1. The moment you go to stage 2, lot of commitments, family and other things. So responsibility. So the similar manner we have to categorize. Now, having since the context of ours is finance, we will think from the finance perspective. Now tell me today evening, how many of us are possible to go to a 5-star hotel, have a dinner at your own cost? See, we have grown, but in spite of that, even for like at an average around 2,000 rupees, we are dependent on parents. So now I am categorizing the life stages with respect to finance. The stage 1, which is financially dependent. Financially dependent, right? Now coming to the stage 2. It will be independent, no doubts. Right? Can you be dependent in stage 2? How many of us are willing to be a dependent here? Nobody. I think the moment you complete your education, even if you sit idle for 2 months in your home, you know the good names of yours. Right? Your parents so far would have called all your pet names, and thereafter the pet names will come. Correct? So if you are sitting idle for 2 months, then we know. So you can't be financially dependent in stage 2. So you will be financially independent. Now think of stage 3. How do you want it to be? Since you experience 2 different stages, stage 1 is financially dependent, stage 2 is financially independent, how your stage 3 is going to be? You are going to support others, so which means you are financially independent. How do you want it to be? Tell me. So look around now. See the people who are living at 60 to 90. How many of, let's take a survey. How many of them are financially independent? Very less. Hardly about 10-20%. So almost 80% of the people are going to a scenario saying that, Arey bhaiya, almost a long time I have not visited the temple, book me a ticket, no. With whom they will be asking? With their son or the daughter. It's very boring sitting in a home, right? So, shall we go for a movie? Even for a movie ticket, the grandmothers and the grandfathers are asking their son or the daughters or their grandchildren. Now just imagine, do you need this kind of a situation in stage 3? Does anybody require this kind of situation? No. So which means, now tell me, if you want to be a financially independent person, what do you need? I'm not talking about, there are no worries about stage 1, there are no worries about stage 2. Because stage 1 you are financially dependent, your parents are going to support. Stage 2, somehow or the other, you have the skill and you have the ability, right, which you have learned it over the past 20 plus years. Right? You can apply all your skills and make use of that. You get your own money and you can be financially independent. Maybe the lifestyle may change. Okay, somebody will live a sophisticated life, somebody will live a middle class life, but you are financially independent. You are not going to ask anybody. But the question is about stage 3. Even if you think your body is not going to support. So tell me, what is the need to become a financially independent person in stage 3? What do you need? No, what do you need? My question is, what do you need? You need? It's very simple answer. Don't complicate with the topics. What do you need? Money. Okay, very well said. But my question is, how much you need? How much? How much? Based on? And my question is how much? It's unlimited. Very good. Okay. So this is what our thought process. I'll tell you. How many of us are here had a dream to become a doctor, engineer, when you are 3rd standard? When you are studying 1st standard, 2nd standard, 3rd standard, 5th standard, please raise your hands. I know many, all. Right? Now you take this scenario. This is most important. Only then the remaining is going to be important for you. So tell me now why you have not achieved that goal. You had a dream. You had a goal to become a doctor, to become an engineer, right? Or to become a chartered accountant, or anything can be of. But today we are not in a position to achieve, or at least very less number of people are achieving this. You tell me, have you found the reason why you could not able to achieve? Because you haven't set the goal right. When I say you haven't set the goal right, how do you set a goal? Is there any characteristics for goal? No? What are the characteristics? What are the characteristics for goals? What's your name? Samina. Amina. Okay, fine. Right? Hari, Kirtana. Right? Kirtana, Amina. So far I know 3 names. Right. So, smart. What do you mean by smart? I know smartphone. What do you mean by smart goals? Okay. Attainable. Realistic. Time bound. S stands for? Specific. M stands for? Right. So it's not materialistic. Can be anybody else? Measurable. Super. Okay. Right. Good. Now, always you need to think of. Have you ever think of you want to become a doctor, right? By the way, I'm not talking about today. When you are a kid. So doctor is specific or engineer is specific. But have you set the remaining measurable to become a doctor? How much marks you need to score? Are you aware of when you are at 3rd standard? See, look at this is where the reason why we haven't become a doctor. If I know that, Okay, if I have to get 99.95 percentage, only then I will become a doctor. If I got an awareness in the beginning itself, there are two things should have happened. One, fine, it is not achievable by me, I leave it. Or I'll find a way to achieve. Okay, that kind of an awareness is required. So you need to set your goal. So unless otherwise, if you are setting your goal as smart goal, you will not achieve anything. So now the moment you say unlimited money you want, you will not achieve anything. You have to set your goal as smart goal. It has to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time bound. Okay, let me set a common goal. Maybe you have multiple goals. Maybe I'm just going to take one goal as the retirement. Maybe in the third stage, okay, I'm just going to work on a practical scenario. In the third stage, how much money a common person needs? Maybe like people like you. When I say people like you, you are at the age of 22, 23, almost 21, 22, somewhere around, right? So now you are going to start. I'm going to create an awareness how much money you need to become a financially independent person. Right? Mini Excel. This number is right there. Okay, fine. So look at, say for example, when I say financially independent, now tell me, we are going to think about what is going to happen after 35 years. So which means you are going to start at 25 and at the age of 60, how much money you need. Now tell me, let's not think about at the age of 60. Tell me how much money you need today per month to be a financially independent person. We want to have a happy life, okay? And one condition is that nobody is going to give you money, you are going to earn and you are going to live your peaceful life. Tell me what is possible to earn today, and with that money you have to be satisfied per month. How much you need per month? Any number is fine. 20,000 rupees. Any other answers? 40,000? 45, 50,000. Okay. Let me take it as 50,000 rupees. Maybe if you are reducing, you can reduce it. If you are increasing, you can increase it. The calculation is going to remain the same. Okay. Assume maybe I am just taking 25,000 rupees initially. So you need 25,000 rupees per month today to live a happy life. So how much it can be after 35 years? Is it possible to calculate? Time value of money, that subject which you have learned either in your +2 or in your UG or in finance subjects here. So if today, which is going to be, this is what your application of knowledge. Knowing the content is not important. Implementing the content is more important. In which scenario I can make use of it, right? So if you need 25,000 rupees today, time value of money, so which is going to be, you have to calculate what is going to be the future value of present value, right? Now for that I need three variables. One is the present value, the second one is rate of interest, the third one is time. I know the time, okay? So time is going to be 35 years. So what is going to be the rate of return? At which every year the cost of living increases. is called the cost of living increases. The rate at which the cost of living increases. It is called inflation. So fantastic. What is the current inflation in India? 6.25, 6.5%. Okay. So let me take it as on a higher side, 7%. So if you need 25,000 rupees today, and this is going to grow at the rate of 7%, which means the cost is going to increase at the rate of 7%. After 35 years, if you start applying your future value, which is going to be, right? So your rate, comma, your number of periods. Now I am using Excel function. Your formula is going to be present value into 1 plus r to the whole power n. So instead of that, I am using the Excel function. Right now, the payment, the amount is going to be, the present value is going to be 25,000 rupees. Any guess? I am calculating this, how much it can be? So, if you need 25,000 rupees today, at the age of 30-60, you need 2.6 lakhs rupees every month. Okay, first we need to know this. It is like this. You have to score 99.95 marks to become a doctor. So very similar to that, you need to get 2.6 lakhs rupees at the time of retirement to be a financially independent person. Now coming to the specific, is it specific? Number one, is it measurable? Measurable, I can count. Okay, is it realistic? We have gone with the formula. So time value money, compound interest, so the realistic. Is it time bound? Yes. Only one thing is missing, A. We have a doubt, can I achieve? Can I become a doctor? Can I become a financially independent person? So achievable is the question mark. Right? Now this is your monthly requirement. But can you able to work at the age of 60 and earn 2.6 lakh rupees? We are not going to work. So which means, now we are going to work for the next 35 years. We have to save money. How much we need to save? Whatever we are going to spend for the remaining life. So when I say the remaining life, so 2.6 lakhs is the monthly requirement. If that is the case, what is going to be my annual requirement? Into 12. Which is going to be 32 lakhs. And I am going to live up to 80. So which means into 20. You need 6 crores. Very simple answer. So going with the theory, if your requirement is 25,000 rupees today, okay, at the age of retirement, if you have a savings of, I'll tell you 2 possible scenarios. If you have a savings of 6 crore, you can be financially independent. Or have some asset. That asset is going to generate 2.6 lakhs every month. Then also you can be financially independent. See, I am not telling you only save. Create some asset. That asset has to generate 2.6. Probably traditionally I go with a different approach. People, your grandfather, your grandmother, your father, okay, when you say I need an income, we keep all money in your bank fixed deposits. You get an interest rate. So today the bank is giving you, what is the interest rate they'll give? 5.56, 6.5, 7%. Almost from varies from 6 to 7%. Maybe when I started my career, the banker started giving 9%. So today, it has come down. So which means when you reach 60, it may be still reduced. Okay, fine. It may be. So this is fear is like, can I be financially independent? I know the same fear which is creating. Okay, fine. Right. Right. So now, if I am going to get 6% interest, so how much deposit I need to give? See, look at, I'm going for a different calculation. 2.6 lakhs divided by 6 percentage. Sorry. Okay. So I need to have 2.6 lakhs. So how much money I need to keep? So some amount of money into 6% is going to be some number. So that is going to be this one. So I need 32 lakhs every year. So this 32 lakhs divided by 6 percentage. Again it works around 5.3 crores. So wherever you go, whatever the method which you do, right, either create a corpus or put your money in bank. If you want to get only the interest and spend, your requirement is being set somewhere around 5 to 6 crores. If it is this, whoever said 40,000 rupees, 50,000 rupees, if you say 50,000 rupees, double it. Your goal is achieving 10 crores. Now, so as we discussed, this is specific. How much you need to achieve to become a financially independent person? 6 crores to 10 crores. Only then you can be financially independent. Now tell me, is it achievable? How? I need an answer. Okay? Again, I am going to use the same time value of money. Right? Now, when you say the time value of money, you would have learned something called future value of present value as well as future value of annuity. Have you heard of this? Right? So I am going to apply this. Either whatever the income which I am going to create, I can keep the lump sum of amount of money over a period of time and I can take spend. This is called as a traditional method fixed deposit. Or whenever I am getting income, invest some portion. When I say some portion, assuming I am getting 25,000 rupees as a salary, how much I can allocate for my future? Some 20%. I can't spend all. If I save all, my today's life is a big question mark. So let me think of some 20%. If that is the case, invest 20% of your income continuously for the next 35 years. At the end, I will be getting some amount of money. This is called as recurring deposit in a bank. So, if you want to create this amount, practically speaking, we have only two approach. One is invest lump sum amount of money, forget for the take in the future. Second, invest periodically, right, and take at the end. Now we will figure out how much it is going to come. And the question is, I know I have to invest, that's the only way, or I have to save money. But the next question is, where do I save? Where do I invest? Okay, I'll tell you, maybe I will just think on a different perspective. When I was a student like you, okay, which means 20 years ago, maybe by the time you were born, right? So which means your age is my experience. Right, number one. Right. I used to see movies, and that would be in Tamil Nadu, by the time the hero is superstar and Kamal Hassan. Well, that's my time heroes. Okay, today like Ajit, Vijay, okay, a lot of people are there. Right? The one movie which I saw, or frequently whenever I am seeing any movies, okay, I used to think like this. The hero is becoming rich in one song. Correct? In all the movies it is like this. I used to think always, can I become like a rich, like a hero in 5 minutes? I'm just asking you, is it possible? Yes or no? No. Very good. So I was wondering in the beginning, okay, I will keep on asking this question, or keep on whenever I am watching movie, okay, either wonder or worry about, okay, and then, now you don't need to record, I'll tell you when to record. Okay, so that's a thought process which keeps on goes into my mind. The moment I started learning, okay, that's the first question which I have, which is the question, can I become a rich like a hero in 5 minutes? That is the first question, which is a lingering question. It is always happening in the mind. The moment I come to stock market, or the moment I learn about finance, okay, or on a simple different note, I'll put it like this. My UG is BSc Mathematics. The subject which you don't like, which I like. Right? Okay? Right. So many commerce students, we don't like the mathematics. Right? So my UG specialization is BSc Mathematics. When I'm learning BSc Mathematics for 3 years, almost 6 semesters, we learn multiple formulas. And I'm just thinking, connecting with the first question, is there any formula to make money? See, we learn multiple formulas, but nobody is teaching me the formula to make money. These two questions just keep on lingering in my mind. Maybe like the moment I come to MBA or after getting placed and seeing people who creates wealth. I see people, right? Somebody will come and say, hey, JB, come. So this is the house which I built by selling this company share. Which means by investing in this company, I bought this house. By investing this company, I bought the car. By investing this company, the profit which I made, my son has got educated. And keep on listening to the stories. The real incident, it is not a story. And keep on listening to the real incidents from the people who keeps on communicating with me. Again, the same questions which keeps on lingering in my mind. Okay, is it possible to become rich in 5 minutes? Is there any formula to make money? Then I realized, we learn some formula, but we are not using it. So which is the formula? The time value of money. I'm just thinking, okay, there are 3 variables. So the one variable is the investment. Maybe in the present value, I'll consider that as an investment. Return. You get return based on your skills. Correct? Suppose if I know how to keep a fixed deposits, then I get a fixed deposit return. If I know how to buy, sell gold, I get a return from gold. If I know how to buy a real estate, I get a return from real estate. So which means, based on my skill, I can able to generate returns. So my return is going to be connected with the skill. 3. The biggest question is time. Now I am connecting with the hero song. T is 5 minutes. Okay? I am just looking at, is there any hero skill? Is there any hero who goes as a bank manager? Right? Chartered accountant. Sorry to communicate these profiles, but still. Okay? Complete MBA, becoming an employee. And finally, the end of the song, becoming rich. No. I've seen heroes is becoming rich by doing business. Number 2. Number 3. To start a business, does the hero invest crores and crores of money? No. So the one movie which I like, superstar movie in Tamil, which is called Annamalai. I don't know how many of you have seen this. Very good. Okay. Right? Akash has seen this. Okay, good. So, there, hero who borrows a loan amount of 2 lakh rupees and he invests and he becomes rich. I'm just asking on the questions, repeatedly asking on 3 questions. So, the investment requirement to start a business is 2 lakh rupees by the time. Number 2. What is the return which a business can generate? Now you all know. Tell me like what is the average return which a business can generate? Consistently, what would be the return which I can get from from the business? Now at least you need to answer this question because you are studying second year MBA. Imagine your father is giving money, okay, and you are investing in a business. What would be the return you can give every year? I am not asking about every month, every year. Tell me some percentage. 20%, fine, decent return, good, okay, not much higher, not much lower, I agree to this. Okay, if you look at an average, go to the newspapers, the entire Indian market, Indian business owners, the top business owners are giving somewhere between 15 to 25%, not beyond that. So average is 20, very good, right? So I can able to get 20% return. Now the third is time. Is it 5 minutes? I keep on asking the question. I would have seen that movie multiple times. Then only I realized it is not 5 minutes. Maybe the song duration which shows is 5 minutes, but I'm just looking at the age of the hero in the movie. The beginning of the song, superstar got married and started the life. The end of the song, superstar's daughter is coming from the college. So this is what the reality. So which means the song which they are depicting is the duration of 30-35 years. What we have discussed now, the second stage of life. Now, if I go and do the same calculation for a superstar, which means he is investing how much? Instead of 25,000 rupees as an expense, he is investing 2 lakh rupees. Okay, get it off. Yeah, right? And he is also investing for 35 years. Right? And then the only thing is, like our father, our grandfather, they are not investing in fixed deposits. If they invest in fixed deposits, at the end of, let me remove all this so that you will not have confusion. At the end of 35 years, you will have only 15 lakhs. Today I am investing 2 lakhs rupees. If I keep on investing all my money in fixed deposits, I will get only 15 lakhs at the end of. Okay, I will not become like a hero. None of the heroes are investing in gold. Maybe they would have started a gold business. They are not buying gold ornaments for their sons and for their daughters. Okay, the gold average return is going to give you somewhere between 8 to 9%. Even if you invest the entire 2 lakhs rupees for like 35 years, which is you are going to get only 25 lakhs, 29 lakhs. Now, the third scenario, you can buy a real estate, and I am going with the traditional asset classes. Okay, if I go with the real estate, just to know what is going to happen, why people are becoming financially dependent because of this. They choose the wrong products, or the awareness level is less, the education is less, right? So if you go with the 10%, you will get 56 lakhs. Still my goal is 10 times of this. Okay, so till, right? So goal is 10 times of this, right? So that's the one. Now I am going to enter into the superstar style, which means getting into business, right? So if I would be able to make just 20% of it, how much? 20% of it. Now look at the benefit which I am going to get. How much? This will meet my goal. So I can also become a superstar, or I can also create wealth like a hero, which means it is not in 5 minutes, which is going to be in 35 years. So what should I do? First, at the moment you start your career, invest 2 lakhs rupees in a business, generate consistently 20% For the next 35 years, I am talking about net profit. After all your expenses, after all your deduction salary, your remunerations, the net profit of 20%, if you could be able to keep on achieve this for the next 35 years, you create an empire. Now probably you can recollect, look at Nellore itself, okay, the same locations wherever you are from. When you were a kid, you would have seen a shop. The shop would have been very small. Today, in 20 years, look at the same shop. Is it because of this? They have not grown overnight. They have grown over the period of 20, 25 years, 30 years. How? By doing business. Okay, fine. Does it mean that can we start a business by tomorrow? It is not possible. But I want to enjoy the benefit out of the business. What is the alternate way? Invest in others' business. First, we need to have a clear understanding what exactly the stock market is. Okay? I am going to invest in others' business. Like, now I am not investing in others' business like which are there only in Nellore. I have an opportunity to invest in others' business like globally. Right? If I give money to Ratan Tata, he will invest in global countries. So which means I can buy share just by investing even 400 rupees, even 100 rupees. I can enjoy the benefit of the long-term investment benefit. I can achieve my goal. So now, either do this, but again, so practically speaking, I don't have 2 lakhs rupees. Right? That's the next question which comes to many of us. The alternate way. What is the alternate way? Go for a recurring deposit. Imagine if you are getting 25,000 rupees every month, invest 5,000 rupees, which means 20-25% of your income. I am not asking you to invest all your money. 20% of your income and invest in the same asset class for 30 years. If you go with the time value of annuity, future value of annuity, I am not taking any new concepts, I am just explaining the same concepts in a different manner, which you know already, right? So future value. So your rate is 20% per annum, so I am dividing it by 12 because I am investing monthly. Come on, right? Your number of periods, you are investing for 35 years into 12 because you are investing monthly. Then your monthly payment is going to be 5,000 rupees. You are investing in the beginning of month. So the moment you do this, look at the number. Okay? Now you don't need to earn 20%. Even if you could able to make 14%, which you can able to achieve your goal. This is what today the stock market is giving the return. Now you got, why do we need this course? To become a financially independent person. And have you set a SMART goal? Is it specific? Measurable? Now tell me, is it achievable? Is it achievable? Is it achievable? Is it realistic? Time bound? Now I took only one goal. So somebody, maybe I am a little embarrassed. When I say embarrassed, I am worried. If somebody would have come to me before 20 years, has given an awareness like this, or many of your family members are thinking the same. If somebody has given an awareness like this 20 years before, okay, by knowing the importance or by communicating the importance, they will be happy. Correct, sir? Do you agree? Right? So this is where the scenario, that's what I said, that's where I started. Why we haven't become a doctor or engineer, it is not because of our inefficiency. We haven't set the goal properly. We haven't set the goal smart. Right? So this is the first level of awareness. Why do we need to learn the markets? Okay? Just for your information, we are going for lunch at 1 o'clock. Right? So I know the moment I get the noise, I can able to understand, right? So I got an information saying that okay, we are going for lunch at 1. Right. Are we clear now? Right? Fine. So what should I do now to become a financially independent person? So knowing is not important. Now we'll create an action plan. We will create a. So what is that I need to do? First step. The moment you start in generating income, set aside 20% for your future. How much? 20% of your salary. Whatever is income, whether you earn 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, 50,000 rupees, 1 lakh, set aside 20% so that you can become a financially independent person. Excel. Go back to Excel. Okay. Number 2. Right? Invest that money in multiple asset class. I am not going to focus only on the stock market, right? So we are going to see the financial assets. Number 3, invest for long term. I'll tell you. So I was giving about, so far I am talking about only about the positive. Let me go to the negative side of it. So when I say negative side of it, I am not talking about the risk. So we people think, sir, you don't have any other job. You started coming and advising me. Right? So I can able to see a lot of places. Right? What if you are not going to start today? Maybe you feel like, okay, sir, now only I am going for a job. I am getting an income. Why not I can start this and I want to enjoy my life for the next at least 5 years. Okay, I can start thinking about savings after 5 years. What is going to stop you? I am not going to hit anything, right? So it's only 5 years. Let's see what is going to be the financial implication if you are going to delay by 5 years. Right? So one thing is what if you do, you can able to achieve. Second thing is what if you are not going to do, what is the impact? Right? Change the number by 30 years. See, look at there you are getting 5.61 crores if you could able to get 14%. The 35, change the 35 into 30. 30 years. Look at, I'm just reducing by 5 years. Look at the impact. How much is coming? Your 5.6 has come down to 2.6, 2.7. The right side, second side. That's a monthly investment. If you delay by 5 years, okay, that is the reason why we are not becoming doctor. You know why? Third standard we don't know. I need to score 98.95. Only the moment I started 11 people saying that okay, you need to score 95%. By the time we know our efficiency. This is not possible. Or you can't take efforts. So the moment you delay, you cannot be financially independent. It is like you have crossed the half well. So your financial position is like crossing the well. It is not like crossing the road. And crossing the well without knowing the swimming. Or crossing a well which doesn't have a water. Look at the imagine your situation. So even if you delay by 5 years, your benefit is going to come down by 50%. So now tell me, when do you want to start? Start early. When I say early, any moment you get an income. Maybe maybe like I go one step further. Okay, even you can think of invest from now on. Now consider your pocket money as an income. Even if you get 100 rupees, set aside 20 rupees for your future. So this is not a plan, this is a habit. The moment you start any habit, you can't stop your habits. Set aside. Start early, start regularly. Even if you miss 1 month, your impact is going to be bigger. And don't go for short term. Now change it to 5 years. 30, change the 30 to 5. You will not feel the benefit. It's just 4.36 lakhs. So we feel like no, I am not getting enough money. I'll show you in a different way. See, imagine if you invest 5,000 rupees every month into 5 years, You are investing 3 lakhs rupees. So the right hand side is your investment. You are investing 3 lakhs rupees, your benefit is going to be additional of 1.36. So not much of benefit. Now the moment you go for longer period of time, look at it. I'm going for 35 years. Your investment is just 21 lakhs. But look at the benefit. 5.6 crores. So always invest for long term. Okay? So this is like, maybe I can compare with this. Okay? What's your name? Sorry. Ramakrishnan said, learning can be done anytime. Okay? So good to hear. But when it comes to education, when do you start learning? 2 days prior to the exam. Am I right? Right? So if you start 1 day prior to the exam, sorry. Right? Okay. So if you start 2 days prior to the exam, so you cannot complete the full book. But the moment if you start from the beginning, even if you read by 2 pages, you can able to complete the entire book. So the same thing which is applicable to become a financially independent person. Even if you start small, from now on, you can able to achieve your financial goals. Maybe I took one goal as an example. So similar to that, you can consider all of your goals to, okay, in a long term achieve very easily. Go to the presentation. Do we have a presentation? Fine, okay. Now, just move the screen whenever I'm giving the screen. Right. Fine. Okay, now we'll get into this session. So the reason why I take this, now you tell me, do we need this session? Okay, so far we understood only the why. Okay, now the question is, where do I invest? Right? How do I invest? What are the benefits? What are the disadvantages? On what areas we need to be cautious. Everything needs to be aware. So that is what we are going to discuss. Maybe like sometimes I know that okay, since you have conducted multiple programs, the content may be basics. If you know that the content is you are aware of, you let me know. We'll do this, and then with the remaining time, whatever the content which you want to have a query related to financial market, I am okay. So I put it like this. I am available till tomorrow evening 4:30. Okay, how do you want to make use of my knowledge, my availability? The choice is yours. Okay, so we have some specific content, we will talk about this. More than this, anything which is required, I am giving that liberty to, okay, your campus or to all of you. It's up to you. What are the questions which you have? Like, I am ready to answer. And on any areas related to financial markets. Right. Then, okay. So coming to talk about this course. As I told you, this particular course, the Financial Education for Young Session, which is being offered by Kotak Securities. And the program is being delivered by National Institute of Securities Market. Okay. So this is a kind of a corporate social responsibility activity which is being taken by Kotak Securities. Right. So NISM is the training partner for this. Okay, so they take sponsorship from Kotak Securities and they deliver for the benefit of yes. Okay, as to talk about NISM, so you know much better because I have seen. Okay, I think some of you have taken going to take a paper or on research analyst. NISM, are you finished? Yes, it's all this information I know only from the LinkedIn, right? So, which means you are aware about NISM, but still. So to talk about NISM. So this is an exclusive educational institute set up by SEBI, right, to promote securities market education. So National Institute of Securities Market. So as of now, we have a campus at Padalganga, okay, which is in Pune, right? We have a specific campus. NISM provides certification courses like all the papers, and then academic programs. They also do exclusively the postgraduate programs in securities market. Okay, lot of like 1.5 years course, 14 months course, 2-year course on securities market. So which means you know the intensity. And apart from that, lot of training programs like this. We caters to various categories of people like college students, okay, working professionals, lot of community development programs. So all these things are happening by the NISM. So like how your college has a multiple departments, NISM is also having a separate disciplines. So there are school for securities education, school for certification of intermediaries, school for securities market, research, as well as school for regulatory studies, corporate governance, and information and research. So these are the different schools which they have. So probably they are addressing the requirements of the securities market industry as such, right? So that's about the NISM, right? The objective of this particular program, the Gona Gona Shiksha, Financial Education for Next Edition. So it is basically to create an awareness of personal finance framework. So whatever we discussed so far, you have learned something called corporate finance. So very similar to that. So something which we can learn what is needed for personal, individual. That's what a personal finance is about. Second, the moment you think of investing, okay, what are the prerequisites for investing in securities market? The moment I understand the prerequisites, how do I invest in primary market? How do I invest in secondary market? What are the awareness when it comes to risk involved? The precautions which are there, which I need to aware. So the capacity building. Now you know what is lagging. Now the moment we got an awareness, we do not know how to invest. Okay, how to identify the stocks. So a lot of things. So basically the objective is capacity building in terms of evaluation of investment opportunities. You got a lot of investment opportunities of that which is going to be better for my life goal with my characteristics. Okay, not all the product is going to match with my requirements. So we have to evaluate and identify, and more importantly, the immediate requirement of yours, employment opportunity. So what are the career opportunities which are available in the financial markets, right? And maybe as a business student, you'll be thinking like, sir, I want to become an entrepreneur. So if you think of entrepreneurship, what are the opportunities which are available in this particular sector? Okay, so there are entrepreneurship opportunities, and more, the moment, maybe like, that's why I said, take a note of it. With this note and with this presentation will be shared to you, all of you, in future, whenever you are attending the interview, the moment you listen and ask more questions, understand, I can bet you will be confident in facing the interview. Right? So you can able to focus on this. Right? So our entire session, which is being categorized into 8 sessions. The program is being categorized into 8 sessions. So one is the importance of investments, whatever we have discussed so far. Maybe like I have given a different picture. Number 2, what are the financial investment opportunities? The avenues. Right? 3, the process and the prerequisite to invest in securities market. How the primary market works. Okay, how do I invest in primary market? How the secondary market works? How do I invest in secondary market? Right? So and then there's another mechanism, mutual funds. Right? How do I invest in mutual funds? And precautions, and finally the career opportunities. These are the 8 sessions which we have covered. We are going to cover today and tomorrow. Right? First, we will understand what is the importance of financial education. Maybe whatever you say. So what do we mean by education? So it is a process. So almost like you are studying for 20 years. For what? For your betterment of life. To take an informed decision in your life. So which is right, which is wrong. So that is the best way for the main objective. So very similar to that, your financial education is a process with which you are going to get an awareness. You are going to get a knowledge. And you have a capacity, and by using that knowledge, you are going to implement that knowledge, right, to take an informed decision of investments. Where you can invest, when you can invest, how, right, for the betterment of your financial well-being. Your education is for your well-being. This is for your financial well-being, right? So financial education. So the entire objective is you are going to have an awareness you are going to increase knowledge about the investment products, increase usage of investment products. The moment you know, you can make use of it, and you are going to enhance your ability to identify the financial goal, recognize your financial goal. Now whatever we discussed, it is your financial goal, right? To become a financially independent person, and then match your investment strategy to achieve your goal. Like how I showed it in the Excel. So very similar to that, you can match your financial goal and the financial investment strategies. At the same time, we need to identify which is the original player and who is the fraudulent player in the market. Because nowadays you would have seen a lot of scams which are happening in the market, right? And people are getting impacted. So we should not get trapped in those particular things. So even for that, we need an awareness, right? And that's about the session, right? So coming to, okay, fine. So this is about the outline of the session, right? So post lunch will be meeting, discussing about the next things, right? In what time?
There will be at 2 o'clock.
Okay, so be back at 1:40.